Now we have prepared our environment for meal prep, we're now going to have a plan. This is where we proactively make our goals happen because we're planning for success, not just hoping for it. We're not looking back at our week and being like, oh, that didn't quite align with what I wanted to do this week. We are being proactive. We're investing the time at the start of our week. This is how I plan my nutrition for the week. You might take certain elements and apply it in a slightly different way, but just stick with it and we'll be all good. So, first of all, we need to pick a planning day, and that's got to be before you go food shopping. It seems obvious, but sometimes it's really good to hear back to us the basic things we need to take care of because we always want to go for the shiny new thing, but actually let's keep it simple. Pick a planning day. Let's check what we've got in stock because we don't want to be wasting food, buying food unnecessarily, or throwing things away because we've forgotten they're there. So check what you've got and try and work with that. Now, if you're not feeling particularly inspired, you'll have to do this every so often to keep things fresh, but you might want to do some research for some fresh ideas to keep food exciting, keep the 80% of your everyday eating, something you're really looking forward to. You might want to use TikTok, you might want to use Instagram Reels, you might want to just Google. Supermarkets now have really great magazines which are free and usually have great inspiration. Cookery books, throwback. But you're going to want to invest some time if you aren't feeling particularly inspired. And then I'm going to give you a meal planner. And I'm going to explain why you might want to use that, but it might be that you want to use your own method of writing it down. But remember, let's keep it simple because I am not cooking something new and fresh each day. I am probably making 2 to 3 meals and rotating it because that's all I've got time for. I think about my resources and my energy in the week. And also, I will try and make sure most of my meals can be frozen should something happen. And I'm not going to eat all of it. I can freeze it, and future Matt will be happy for that. Then we're going to make a shopping list. I like to write it in the order of the shop because that's just who I am. Maybe a little bit autistic, just a bit. And then do the food shop. Okay? That's the first stages of planning and making it happen. You've taken it from, okay, what are we having? How do I make it happen? Because you can't eat more fruit and vegetables if there aren't any in the house. Also, if you want to save time, you might hate the food shop, do it online. Also, a great thing to do if you're going away for a weekend and you're going to miss your food shop or you're coming back off holiday, do it online so it gets delivered for when you are back. It's not laziness. Make the most of the convenience. Now, here's some top tips. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel here. If there are meals that you really enjoy and you have certain meals that already work for you, awesome. Just think, how does it fit into the foundations of food? And most recipes, or in fact everything, can be made to fit within the foundations of food principles. You might just have to look at this third point. Have I got to alter the portions, or do I need to add more of something to my plate, to my meal times to help it align more with it? Is it that I need to have maybe a bit less of the starchy carbs, a bit more of the protein, and filling up my plate with vegetables, salad? Is it that actually I want to have spaghetti bolognese as it is and I don't want a side salad, but I can get some more nutrients into that meal by having a tomato mozzarella salad to start with, or maybe I'm going to have some fruit afterwards to get that portion up because we are wanting to have these low calorie, high volume foods. So basically, take recipes you love and that work and see, do these align with the foundations of food? If not, how can I make that work? So here is the planner, which I will put in the notes for you to download. You can download it if you want, print it out, or you might want to use the spreadsheet. It's really entirely up to you. So you're going to start by being like, okay, what's the protein in this meal? Is there any? If not, do we need to adjust that? Because we are for 2 to 3 of the meals trying to have those 2 palm portions of protein, 20 to 30 grams if you want a number instead. We're also wanting to have quite a substantial amount of fruit and vegetables in our day to keep us full. And at the bottom, what you can do is you can color in when you've done it. And what that does is you might be like, okay, I'm not a kid. But you're very quick to see, oh, actually, there's not much fruit in my day. There's not much vegetables in my day. And usually it's around the weekend where people's fruit and vegetables intake comes down. And also, if you are someone who has a big time between any of these meals and you know you have a meat, well, you need to have a snack. Let's be proactive. Let's plan it in. Okay, let's make sure we've got the snacks in. And also, we are following the 80-20 rule. So if you are eating out, let's put it on the plan, okay? And another good thing about Planner is if you live with someone, if you have a partner, they can always pick up the slack should they need to. Because you can be like, well, it's on the planner what we're having, so make it happen for me, please. Thank you. So here is how I would think about building my meals. Number one. Let's think about my resources. How much energy have I got this week? How much headspace? How much time have I got this week? Because let's think about the constraints to what we're trying to do first. Because there's no point planning a meal that's going to really be time intensive and you just haven't got capacity for it. We're picking a protein. Then pick a flavor inspiration. Am I feeling Italian, Mexican? Am I feeling Japanese, Thai? All those kind of things. Pick some flavor inspiration. Then we want to think about the cooking method. Do we want to do a one pan meal to make it quick to wash up? Are we going to use the air fryer? Are we going to do a tray bake in the oven? Just think about the cooking method because that will factor in how much time you've got, your resources. I like to do everything in one as much as I can. Because it just saves time, washing up, etc. Next, I want to pick a starchy carb to accompany the protein, and then I'm going to pick 1 to 3 vegetables. So, if you think about the actual components of the meal, you're thinking about the protein, the carbs, and the vegetables. And then timing-wise and resources, we're thinking about cooking method. And to keep it fresh, we can always change up the spices. Finally, here are some search terms because sometimes people are like, I don't actually know what to look for online. So things that I will type in will be simple high protein meals, easy vegetable sides because, vegetables don't get enough attention. 5 ingredient meal prep, that will keep it simple. You're like, I don't want too many ingredients. I don't want to have to buy too much. Easy meal prep, quick and easy meals, quick protein meals. And then what you can do if you're looking for specific meal inspiration is you can add the word breakfast or lunch or dinner or freezable. So then instantly you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 times 6. Someone do the maths. 4 times 6. 2 6 is 24. 24. There we are. You've got 24 different search terms that are going to put out all different options that are going to help you find inspiration for your meal prep. So this is all about planning and making it happen. Quick recap. What we're going to do. Oh, good work, Matt. Pick a planning day. Check what you got. Check what resources you have available for you. If you need to do some research for some new recipes, knock yourself out. If not, use what you've got and make it align with the foundations of food. Let's plan it out. Let's see how much we need to buy. Let's make that shopping list. Let's go buy it. Let's go make it happen. So, end of this video. The next one is going to be about actually prepping. So, bear with for that. Goodbye.